turn the lights down. Turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do, with or without you.
President Ramaphosa brought his most diplomatic self, a skilled negotiator who learned at the feet of Nelson Mandela. But nothing could have prepared him for the multimedia ambush laid by President Donald Trump. A 4.5-minute video montage of videos taken out of context and a laundry list of repeatedly debunked conspiracy theories. What President Trump did is repeat talking points from groups such as AfriForum, the white Africana lobby group that some criticize as a white supremacist organization. But even AfriForum would not explicitly say there's a white genocide when CNN spoke to them on Tuesday. They said there's a genocidal call and that white farmers fear for their lives, which is true, but they fell short of calling for a total genocide. CNN looked into the claims of white genocide in South Africa and we found no evidence. Between April and December 2024, there were 36 farm murders in the country according to police data, and only 7 of the victims were farmers. President Trump played the video of Julius Malema, the opposition leader of the Economic Freedom Fighters, a far-left opposition group, singing, "Kill the Boer, kill the farmer."
Kill the poor, the farmer. Kill the poor, the farmer.
This is an anti-apartheid song that was used as a rallying call against that white minority rule. It's become popular again because Julius Malema uses it all the time. Julius Malema has reacted to his video being played at the White House. He said a group of older men gossiped about him at the White House, and he said there's no evidence of a white genocide, but that will not take away from the core message of land expropriation without compensation. What the Economic Freedom Fighters, Julius Malema and his team want is total land seizure from white farmers. They want South Africa to go a lot further than the law President Ramaphosa signed into law in January, which allows South Africa to take unused farmland if it is deemed to be just, equitable, and in the public interest. So far, no land has been seized from white farmers because that law has not been implemented as yet. President Trump insists that the South African government is taking land from these white farmers and many of them are getting executed. There's no evidence of that. He showed this video that purports to represent 1,000 crosses representing 1,000 dead farmers, and there's no evidence of that. In fact, President Ramaphosa didn't even recognize that video. It appears to be from a political protest unrelated to farm murders. When I spoke to President Ramaphosa last week before this Oval Office meeting, he said the refugees that the United States accepted are a fringe group, people who are anti-change and anti-transformation, who would prefer that South Africa goes back to the apartheid system. Those are the people that the United States has laid out the red carpet for, according to President Ramaphosa, and he's explained that privately and now in public to President Trump, but it all fell on deaf ears.